All right, so this is the lecture number 59 in the DSA series, and in this particular problem I would be solving the problem of difference of two arrays. In the previous video we have done the sum of two arrays. Now we have to see the difference of two arrays. So let us directly jump to the board. Fine. So this was the previous explanation which I have done for adding two arrays or sum of two arrays, and the difference of two arrays is going to be very similar. I want you to try at your own, and if you are done with that, then you should continue that. I mean this video. I want you first, then you should try at your own. So if you have done with your trial, then what you have to do. So this was the explanation for adding two arrays. I mean the logic for difference two arrays would be the same. Let us see what would be the difference. So difference of two arrays. Let us say you have been provided with these arrays. Let us say is 5, 3, 2, 1, and consider one. I mean first array would be the greater than the second array, and 2, 4, 5, 6, and let us say this is not here, this is here. So size for a size is 5 and size for this is 4. So in the step 1, as I told you in the addition video also, what we have to do, we have to get the size for our result variable, because we have to store the result into an array, result array also. So for that we have to detect the size. So now if you look at here, let us assume you have been provided 1, 2, 3 and 11. So at what max length the result for these two addition, I mean subtraction can go. Let us see, 3 minus 1 is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1 and 1. So here we are having 3 result. Let us see here also of the same digit. Let us say 1, 2, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 1, 1. So 2, 2, 2. That means the result can go till maximum of any of the array. Either this is maximum or this is maximum. Like in our addition process, the result was going to max plus 1, because let's suppose if 1 was the carry in the last iteration, then also you have to store that carry also. Fine. So in this case we would not be having any carry, we would having only borrow. So we have to consider the borrow into current iteration, not have to move the carry for the further iteration. So for that reason we would be having at max the size of the result, either this or either this, whichever is maximum. So I hope you got the logic for getting the maximum or the size of the result. So if we have watched the addition videos, because I'm going to use the same logic. If you have not watched the addition video of two arrays, then you should watch that video. This is the recommendation part from my side. Fine. So let us declare the result array of 5 size, because 5 is maximum in this case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we have to do, as we have done in our addition also, we have to subtract these. So we would be picking up this digit and this digit. So 1 and 6. So 1 minus 6, you would get So the condition is, if the result of subtracting these two digits are in negative, then you have to add 10 into this. Why 10? Because we are adding two decimal numbers. Like I have moved to number system series. So if you have missed the number system series, then you should watch that series, because the logic for adding 10, adding 8, adding 2 in the case of binary or octal, why we used to add 10 to it, then for that reason you will have to watch the number system series. I have clearly explained each and everything in very detailed manner. So here I am discussing this. If the result is negative, then we have to we have to add 10 into the result, which is 10 minus 5 minus plus. So you have to add 10 into the result, which is 10 minus 5 is 5, because plus minus minus. So you would get 5 here, because if you consider this, that 1 is less than 6, then you have to take the borrow from here, and we are using the same. If the result is negative, then you have to take borrow also. I forgot this point. You have to consider one borrow also, because we have taken one borrow from here. That is why we are subtracting the 10 from here, because we have not picked up 1 from here. We have picked up 10 directly from here, because this digit is 10 times greater than this digit. So I'm not going to that logic. I have already explained many times why this is 10 times greater than this in the number system series. So we have to pick 10 from here. Now it is 5. Now we have here 4. Sorry, we have 3 because 4 minus 1 we have already taken borrow na, so we have 3 here. So here we are having 3 because we have already taken one borrow. So 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now result is again in negative. Now what we have to do, if result is negative, then we have to consider 1 as borrow and we have to add n into this so that we can get 4, and we would write not 3 here, we would write 9. Fine. Now we have already taken one borrow from here. We have to add, sorry, now it is 1. So 1 minus 4 again in minus 3. Now we have to again add 10 into this. So minus 3 plus 10 is 7 now. So we have to write 7. And we have already taken one borrow from here. So now it is 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 is not negative. So we have to write 0 here and 5 as it is. So this would be the result for negative, subtracting of these two arrays. So let us see how we are going to code it up. So this is the code for adding two arrays. So we have already coded it up. Now we would be modifying this code for subtracting. So this is the n1 for size of a array. So this is the array 1. I have declared of n size and I have taken the n1 input. Same goes for array b. And now we are getting the result length. Now we just have to get the maximum of any one of these. So we do not have to add 10. Add 1 into this. We have made the result array. Now carry would be replaced as borrow. Fine. And this has to be also replaced as borrow. Let us do it this way. Fine. I have made a spelling mistake. Now what we have to do, if borrow is 0 or n1 is n2 0, then we have to get digits d1 and d2. We are fine till here. We have got d1 and d2. Now we have to subtract these two and we have to subtract borrow also. Fine. So if result is less than 0, we have to change this condition also. If result is less than 0, and this sum has to be named as diff. So this has to be named as diff, and we have to add 10, not subtract. We have to add 10 and 1 is borrow. We are decreasing the result also. I think we are done. Let us see whether this is working or not. For the same output, 53241 53241, and after that we have to enter the size of the second array, which is 4, and the values for this 2, 4, 4, 6. Let us see now. So now you can see we are getting 50795 as the same output as we got in our iteration manually, which we have done on the board. So this is the logic for subtracting two arrays, and if you still have any confusion in that, then you should comment down below. I would reply there. And if you have learned anything from this particular video, then you should hit the like button as well as the do subscribe to the channel also. And that's it for this particular subtraction video of two arrays from my side, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.